What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to go over, you saw the title like normal, the 3 income funds that I use on a consistent basis and why I like them and what their downsides are. So with that being said, I want to go on ahead, cue the intro, and jump right into this video.
I know I'm fine, but the money
Okay,
makes
guys, so as normal, you guys know I love, if you guys have been around the channel, you guys know I love income funds. The first one, though, I'm going to go into isn't technically an income fund. They're actually just a REIT, and I have owned this one for years off and on. I'm bullish on it right now because this is in commercial real estate and triple net leases. And I think you should really know what you're getting yourself into. So this one is 26 cents every month on these. So let's always go over here. This will give you the yield on them. This is Seeking Alpha. I do not use I use their free version. You're looking at right now at a 5.66 forward yield. This is actually really good for basically doing nothing, just letting your money sit in some real estate. I have no problem with this one. I do think that they could run into some problems with growth eventually, because there is only so much real estate out there. But again, commercial real estate has fell. So if we look at this stock chart, I think this is something that's pretty important, honestly. And I want to go out and look at this thing. Maybe we gotta go to a weekly. This is TradingView. If any of you guys don't know this one, so they do nothing but just. It's been nothing but up over time, and then of course you got 2020, and it's been falling. The commercial real estate market has not been as good here lately. So do I think that this one could go back to all-time highs? I do, and I'm owning it for that reason. Full disclosure, I do own this stock. I'm not recommending it to everybody. I'm just giving those top ones that I like and that I have owned in the past. I have owned every single one of these funds or companies. Full disclosure, I am not a financial advisor or anything like that. I just manage my own money, and I love the stock market, and it's worked out fantastically for me since I was 18 years old. It's allowing me to do way more than I ever thought I'd be able to do in life, and I'm grateful for it. So this is why I make these videos. I just want to share and just show other prospects of it. So, again, do more research on this company. If you're a big real estate guy, like my dad was a huge real estate guy growing up, that's what turned me into this. I didn't want to have to go buy the house, manage it, and do it all myself while I was doing everything. But buying this for $55 a share right now and just collecting my monthly income, as you guys can see, it does go up. And if you look at, and this is one thing I want you guys, this is TradingView's thing, is you can go and look at these dividends. It has just gone up consistently over every year. 254, 264, 272. You guys can see that forward growth rate right there is just continuing to go up. Now, again, if you ever look at these, it is a real estate fund. It does have debt, and it's going to probably take on more, to be fair. Net income is pretty good here if we're looking at it annually. And dividend history, again, just continues to go up. So I do think we're going to see that stay. So the next one, full disclosure, JEPI. So again, let's go back over here. I like this one. Now this one is by JP Morgan, and I do bank at Chase. I like them. I've always been a really good fan of their products. Now you can see it now. It came in, IPO'd, whatever you want to call it at this point. It's not technically an IPO, I don't think. But it went up and it slowly went down, but we're staying between $50 to $60. Now, don't get me wrong, that is a decent price swing here. But again, this is an income fund, guys. That's the biggest thing. Your forward yield right now is 7.26%. That is beating the real estate market. Now, here is the biggest thing and what I want people to understand. This is why I'm giving you 3 different complete funds. This one does something completely different than the rest of them, and I think that is super important, is diversifying your strategies here. This has nothing to do with real estate. If we look at the holdings and how they make their monthly income, so they do distribute every single month. You can see here it's up to 33 cents, and I believe this has just done nothing but kind of fluctuate. It does fluctuate a little bit here and there, but we're going to talk about why. So the strategy is why this one fluctuates here and there. That's really your main reason behind this. So it's in basically the S&P 500's top stocks. You're going to see Southern Company, which you guys know if you've been around the channel. I own this company personally. I like this company. It's a utility company. I own well over hundreds of shares of this stock, and I run this covered call, but I can diversify, maybe, and get out of it and do this one and allow them to do it. So what they're doing is they're doing covered calls. They're doing out of the money covered calls, which does cap out your max. So it could cap out the max on this. You guys can see I have Southern Company right here. I'm a big believer in this company. Jeppy here, though, you guys can see it's came down, and I do think it's going to continue to rise. I don't love buying on green days. I would rather buy on red days. This is a company that I am looking for to possibly buy some shares, and it doesn't matter to me if I buy it at 56 or if I buy it at 55 or if I buy it at 57 eventually, because I'm going to buy small chunks just over time and grow that income. I think that's the biggest thing is, a lot of people get a chunk of money and they're like, I'm going to go put it all in, and if you put it all in at once, that's fine. You're going to get that monthly income the next month, but you're going to see some variance in the stock price, and people don't like that. So you have to be able to be aware of that with the stock market. That's something it's just part of the game. Real estate does the same thing, except you just can't see it on paper. I think that's the biggest thing. So they write a covered call on Southern Company and a bunch of others, Alphabet, Google, all those. And what they're doing is you buy it here. Say you bought it here, and you're gonna write a covered call, meaning you're selling a covered call at $81. Guys, if you guys don't know what a covered call is, I highly recommend it before you ever buy this stock. Learn what it is. I run covered calls on a lot of my stocks, and I absolutely love it. It's free income, or it's premium income that has done absolutely fantastic for me, and I run them on futures as well. So the last fund though here, and I don't want to make this video too long, is honestly the one that I have the most of. And the reason I have the most of it is because, I did very, very well during COVID, and I was buying it in the 12s, and that's why I still own this stock. It has swung quite a bit. Now, I did sell a lot, and I think it was around 21 when I bought my house in Indiana, and I didn't sell at 21. I was selling in the 20s, and I sold a chunk of it, but my average price, I own so much of it, my average price is still like $12 and I think like 15 or 20 cents. It varies when I add more, of course. But this stock doesn't move a ton, and it consistently pays me out 11 cents. Now, I will be completely transparent. It kicks out 11.119 cents per month. It did used to kick out 12 cents. So we're super, super close to what it used to be, but they cut that dividend just a very, very, very little bit. I don't love that about it, but I have such a great price on it, and it's not costing me any money to continue to collect income on it, that I'm not too worried about it. I've even added shares in the past week on red days. Friday, I'm not going to lie to you, this big red candle, I picked up some shares because I like buying on red days. Now, these people are a little bit different. They are PIMCO, which if you don't know what PIMCO is, they are a fund manager, basically. This is an ETF, an overview here. And again, you can see the max. It just kind of stays within a range. It doesn't go too high. It doesn't go too low. So you're not going to get the huge capital appreciation that you're looking for in maybe growth stocks, but you are going to get that consistent income. And that's why. Now, this PTY is considered their flagship fund. It has been the best producing. Now, again, you can see their forward yield is 10.01%. It's been great. And actually, my yield is technically higher because my rate is, or my buy-in was so low, and my average in anyway is. Don't get me wrong, I own some shares at like $15 and $16 still technically, but this has just been a great asset. And you can see it's 0.118, and there's a bunch of them, and they go in and they buy, and you're gonna see this holdings. I believe it shows. They basically sell. They loan money to middle market companies, and that's what they do that allows them to grow. And of course, they've done absolutely great. So yeah, municipal bonds, derivatives here, cash and equivalents. So this is a leveraged fund. Now, the only thing I want to be completely honest about here is the NAV. So this fund does technically trade at a premium, and I think that's a big factor, talk about here is there is a premium. So if everything went bust tomorrow, there's a NAV of everything, and say it's trading at $14.24 that you see here, you're probably you're gonna take a little bit of a haircut if everything went to crap in the world. But I don't think we have to worry about that right now. Maybe in the future, but I'm not too worried about that at this second. I think there will be bigger signs that will show when that's going to happen. But yeah, you can see the distribution is monthly. This is a stock, again, I love it because I've owned it for years. I trust them. I have talked to people at PIMCO. They're good people. I'm sure they are salespeople, but they didn't seem like salespeople to me. But my top two right now, honestly, I do like JEPI a lot. And I think we need to go back to this one. And if you guys have made it this long in the video, thank you. Leave a comment. Let me know what you liked and which fund you're looking at the most. But JEPI is the one that, even for me, I'm looking at the most here. So if we look at dividends, and it's not going to show me. Okay, that's what I wanted. But so if I go to dividends here, and I want to go to dividend history, you're going to see that it fluctuates a little bit here. 37, yeah, 40, 30, but it's pretty consistent upwards. And they've been doing 26. Looks like it was the lowest one so far. 26. I'm assuming that it's 29, 30, 30, 30, 30, 36, 33s. So this is very, very consistent. And again, this is going to show you your max. I think that this one has a lot of potential upside as the market continues to go up. If the market doesn't just absolutely skyrocket upwards, this stock has a lot of potential to just slowly continue to go up, and you will see that with time. And again, I like JP Morgan. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like them. They've been very good to me, and we have multiple accounts with them. I even have a brokerage account with them. I don't use it a whole lot. I use it to buy T-bills, but they've just been they're a fantastic organization, and they're such a big bank. I don't think that they're going bust, and I do trust in their leaders and in the people that are putting this fund together. It is an actively traded fund. You guys got to remember that as well. So there is a little bit of a higher fee on JEPI if you go into it. But I think you will see that this one is a fantastic holding over a very, very long term if you like the covered call strategy. You have to like the covered call strategy, or this stock is not for you. So that being said, guys, that is the 3 income funds that I'm really looking at and that I continue to buy and hold and look at. And I have owned JEPI multiple times. I have sold JEPI a couple times to buy other stocks, such as Oxy. And we'll see if that one plays out. That one may have been my bad. It may not have been. But thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.